I'm calling you out on something, and I think we as a society need to talk about this more, especially in relationships. Actually,
What did I do now?
I don't think you did it intentionally,
Okay.
or it's so deliberate that you even understood what you said, because it wasn't ultimately. It's not terrible. It's more the big picture. And I think we need to have more conversations about this
Okay, hit
on
me.
a regular basis, especially now in 2021 when we're thinking progressively. Do
Don't preach to the choir here. Hey,
you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I can think of a million things, but no, I just want to know what you are referring to exactly.
Okay. So a little while ago, this happened maybe, I want to say a month ago or so.
How am I supposed to? I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast. Like,
actually, the only thing you do remember is food half the time.
yeah,
It's
these
funny.
days, yeah.
So it was about a month ago, and we were going out. I forget where we were going. We had to dress up a little bit.
Okay.
And we were leaving that night, and it was maybe a few hours before we left. And you looked at me, and you touched my face.
I knew it. I knew what you were referring to.
And you wanted me to get rid of the beard. And I said, but babe, I like my facial hair. I think it looks good. And I forget the exact exchange, but it was along the lines of, well, you didn't like it, so I had to get rid of it.
No.
That's not what happened?
I like your beard. Correction. And you know this.
Okay,
I like
you
that
don't
you have
hate
a
it.
beard.
That's true. You don't hate it.
I don't
Okay.
like when it's not taken care of, trimmed properly. When it starts growing over your lips, and then when I kiss you, it's like everywhere, like in my mouth, your hair, your upper lip hairs.
Okay.
Ugh. And underneath your neck. Underneath your neck, when it just grows wild, I was like, at least clean up that. Keep the beard. Just maybe shave it. What did I buy you for Christmas? Or for your birthday? I bought you a nice razor set to keep it nice and clean.
But you're pretty adamant about, okay, babe, like you have to do this.
Well, because we were going out. I think we were going out for dinner or something.
I don't remember, yeah. But then I just got to thinking, look, what you're saying is it's not terribly wrong, right? It's just I started thinking, well, I don't do that to you. Okay, it's different. You don't have facial hair.
Okay.
Right? I don't,
Right,
because you've done it.
But if you don't like my hair, or if there's something you don't like what I'm wearing, like I think in the past you've made comments, even
Like
if it's
what?
indirectly, maybe not as often as I've commented on your beard or told you to clean like your eyebrows or like hairs in between your nose.
Yeah, but it's not just hairs, babe. It's also, we're talking about like wardrobe.
Yeah, okay,
right?
but we're sticking onto the hair right now.
Okay, fine.
So yeah, you're really good with getting your hair cut when it's time, because like God bless your hairdresser, he just like reminds you every 4 weeks for a haircut, and I'm like, great. And I love when he also trims your beard because it's nice and professional.
Because you like the clean cut look.
Clean cut. I don't like these guys, and I'm being honest, I don't like these guys that have grown these huge ass beards. It's been kind of a trend over the last few years. I think it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how women kiss men with these huge beards.
Okay.
When that's just me personally. Maybe
No,
I'm
I get
sounding
it.
really
No.
bad right now.
You're allowed your opinion.
It's a personal preference,
Babe.
but like I remember when you and I started dating, you were usually pretty clean cut. Like you would go like and clean your face pretty well. You didn't even have a stubble or nothing. And then when you started growing a stub, I was like, ooh, beard suits you.
Okay.
You know, so like that's why I got used to that, and I like when it's just like clean, like
I
the
get
way it
it.
is now. Like
I get it,
if you can
but-
see in the video, it's like it's so nice.
Fine,
and
because I
clean.
shaved a couple days ago. But my point is that
I
what
called
if-
you out on it.
No,
Yes.
no. But hold on. What if I really liked it? What
But
if
then tell me, Tina, this is the look I'm going for. Show me a picture. I want to grow my beard like this guy in this picture, or like that guy, a friend of mine, this, that. Fine. Tell me you want to try a new style. Okay, I'll put up with it. I'll maybe leave my comments to myself. But you have never once told me you want to grow one of those huge beards.
No, babe. But my point is that because we're married, or because we're in a serious relationship, it's like I have to run it by you in a sense. Where like, listen, babe, this is what I want to do.
I don't know. I feel like I would too. Yeah. Like I remember the one time, yes, that I actually grew my hair, because for as long as everyone has known me, I've had short hair since high school.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
Like
one time
below
I
your
grew
chin.
it, well, about the chin level,
Chin
even
level.
sometimes like
Okay.
on my shoulders. Like I've had hair that, but I haven't had hair down the middle of my back since I was in elementary school. It just doesn't work with my hair. I don't have thick, long hair. So The one time I grew it was for our wedding, and I said, I'm not going to get a haircut. I'm just going to let it grow. It maybe look, a little out of whack once in a while, but I took those 6 months and let it grow as long as I could
babe,
for the wedding.
Can I be honest with you? I don't care if your hair is short or long.
I know
I
you
don't care.
Okay,
it
so
doesn't
what's the point
affect
here? The
me.
fact that I called you out on it?
No, I'm just saying that it's slightly a little bit of a double standard because I bring
But
you up.
you could bring up imperfections on my face or with clothes that I'm wearing if you want. Like, go for it. It won't hurt me.
No, but I don't.
It won't insult me.
But for me, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. Because I love you for you.
So then why are you calling me out?
I'm calling you out because I think this is a discussion we need to have because when I call you out, don't think you're the only one who does this. I've seen it.
Trust me, I know.
I've seen it.
The women in my family are just as guilty, telling their men to clean up, shave, pluck, this, that, right?
I'm not just talking about your family. I'm talking about in general. We see it happen with all of friends and people we know and people we don't even know. You see it happen in public practically. You see it on TV shows. You see it in movies. You see it everywhere where the woman is so quick to call out the man.
Are you trying to change something here
I'm
now
just
in 2021? Like,
why is this always okay? Because I'm not, babe. I know it's a bit of more of a serious conversation we're having here, but you don't wear something to go out. Like, it's happened before too. Like, okay, now let's move on to the wardrobe because
we can stay on to the hair.
Well, then we'll just have the full episode up with the hair.
Right.
I want to talk about other things too because I'll show up I'll be like, okay, babe, I got the dress shirt on and the pants. You're like, really? That shirt? I never once said that to you in 5.5 years. Mind you, you're a better dresser, I guess.
Okay, thank you for admitting that.
That's true.
But I guess it depends where we're going. And, sometimes I have an expectation of what you're going to wear or what color you're going to wear. And sometimes I like when you match me when we're going somewhere. So if let's say you're wearing a suit and I'm wearing a dress that's a certain color, maybe I'll make sure that your tie or your shirt match me. But we usually talk about this ahead of time.
That's just matching maybe to go to like a wedding. But I'm talking about the past few nights or past few times we've gone out.
Where have we gone?
It hasn't been many places.
First of all, we've barely gone out during this pandemic. And the last year, it's barely gone out. So the few times that we have, there's certain items in your wardrobe that I prefer more than others. And I'm like, it would be nice if you wore this shirt or that shirt or this or create this look.
Is it because you look at me as not the greatest?
No,
I don't have the greatest style in the world.
You do have great style.
It's
and you've
okay.
come a long way since we've been together.
That's true.
And with the help of my stylish mother.
Fine.
We have...
You're right, I'm lucky.
We are both lucky. I've gotten some beautiful dresses and outfits and same with you. And you've gone shopping with my mother.
I have. She's great. I'm lucky.
And you've taken her opinion into consideration because she's always well dressed, my dad
but it's because you feel I represent you, so you want me to look a certain way when we're going to a nice restaurant or event.
Yes. Do I have to admit it?
No, I
just read in between the lines.
I figured that, and I do appreciate you being concerned with me looking nice. I appreciate that.
Yes, and remember who you are too. I feel like being a Montreal public figure. Sometimes depending on where we're going, and if I'm all dressed up, it'd be nice if you're all dressed up too. If I'm dressed down, you're dressed down. It all depends where we're going. Like there's sometimes I don't care if you're wearing jogging pants out to go do groceries or whatever.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
Not to go to your parents.
No.
But
I think it's happened maybe a handful of times in 5 years where you've showed up at my parents in sweatpants. Because my dad never comes here and wears sweatpants. He was always
different
in
generations
jeans or pants. Yes, I know, but that's how I was raised. I've seen my cousins. I've seen. I'm the youngest. Remember that. And I've always seen my older male cousins and uncles always well dressed, no matter where they're going, even if they're going a Sunday afternoon to somebody's house for a visit.
But so you think
it's the old school in me.
Fine.
Anyway.
So you think that it's perfectly normal for me to do the same thing to you, to be like, okay, babe, you need to pluck your eyebrows. When was the last time you plucked your eyebrows? It's been 3 weeks.
Sure, just call me out on it. I guess I deserve it. Yeah.
No, but I won't.
It's okay.
I'm not going to do it out of spite.
But it is okay. If you notice something on my face that you don't like, just tell me. Because sometimes I don't always have time to look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, I have that one hair I need to pull out.
The reality is, and maybe I speak on behalf of other men here, I truly believe that you're beautiful regardless. I don't care.
Thank you. And I think you're handsome
I know
regardless. It's a personal preference.
Because it bothers you.
And it bothers me. And sometimes it bothers our girls too. Have you noticed? Sometimes they don't even want to get close to you because your beard is out of whack.
But that's barely a beard. It's like a week without shaving.
It's more than a week.
A week and a half.
Honestly, and I got to say something. This pandemic has literally brought out the quote unquote laziness.
The homeless look from men.
No, but even for women, look, everyone's just as
Yeah.
guilty. We're walking
know.
around in jogging pants, and I'm guilty of it too, and t-shirts. And
We've gotten
now that
lazier.
we got lazier.
Yeah,
We're not
I'm
looking at
guilty.
ourselves in the mirror as much.
Yeah.
We're not going to the hairdressers more. We're not getting our manicure, pedicures, and taking care of ourselves from head to toe. So men are just as guilty. Like how many times? We're home now on Saturday nights. We're not going out. We don't have all the events that we used to have
But
or the
they're
gatherings we
back,
used to
though.
have. So they're slowly coming back. But we have kids, and this is like our routine right now. We're not exactly dressing ourselves up every day. We're not, going to the hairdresser all the time.
You're saying we need to
we're
pick
not
up our game.
coiffing, or grooming ourselves as much as we once were pre-pandemic because there's less places to go. So we take less time for ourselves. How many people have put on weight during this pandemic? How many people then have lost weight because they've, made a decision to take
But take care of themselves.
Take care
I
of
get
themselves,
I get
yes.
what you're saying, but at the same time, the pandemic has made us realize what our priorities are.
Yes, but I still miss the social aspect of going places and dressing up and having my husband who's standing right next to me look, just as great and well dressed.
Fine, babe, but I can be well dressed, but it's wearing the specific things or having the specific cut on my beard the way you want it, because I could still look great in a different color shirt or a shirt that I think looks good on me.
That's a
all
minor
I'm
detail.
saying.
Fine,
But that's the whole point why I'm bringing up this conversation. That's all.
okay.
I know you want me to. I know you care about me and you love me.
I always
and all
cared
you women
about that.
do,
Maybe
you care
I'm
about
selfish. I don't know. We care.
No, I'm not saying
Like
you're
the
selfish.
same way, we're going for a photo shoot, let's say a Christmas shoot like we did last year. I made sure you had all your outfit planned out. The girls had theirs.
I'm very
So did
lucky.
I. Like
That's
women.
a photo shoot, though.
Okay.
Women
But even
look.
when Thanksgiving, I wanted to make sure we're all nicely dressed. Like,
I'm very
and
lucky,
it's
I
weird
know.
because like I go into my closet, I'm like, okay, first of all, what fits? Second of all, what do I want to wear? Like it's been so long. You need to get into that headspace.
I know.
Do I wear a dress? Do I wear pants? Do I wear a skirt? We're going to my mother-in-law's, going to my parents. How much do I dress up? It's
I
like
know,
we
babe.
forgot. This pandemic has made us forgot how to take care of ourselves
upsets
because
you-
we don't go out as much as we used to.
Yeah, but so it upsets you when you see, okay, you still have a beard, babe, because we didn't go anywhere for 2
Yeah,
weeks.
so just take care of it. Just like trim it, and next thing you know, 2 days later, it's growing back.
Yeah, I know, but
It's a preference. But like I said, if you want to grow a beard, just tell me.
But what about babe? Are you happy with your beard right now? Do you
really,
like
do
it?
I need to ask you that?
Well, it's just
Do I have
because.
to bring out psychology, Tina?
But it
psychologist Tina?
becomes more of an order as a right. Like, oh, you should get
That's
rid of
what
it
bothers you.
because I don't like it, so you should get rid of it. That's all. But again, I know it sounds like I'm being hard on you, and I
kiss you,
apologize.
and I like what I feel when you are shaved instead of when you're not.
Fine, but don't be disgusted when you go
I'm
kiss me and I have a
not.
bit of hair on
I'm
my
not
on my
disgusted.
on my mouth. And I'm bringing this up. I know I'm hard on you, but trust me, I've seen other women do this with their spouses, and I know I'm being, I'm generalizing to a certain degree here. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. And I don't know any of my guy friends who are telling their wives or girlfriends what to wear or how to groom. I don't know.
Because you
I
guys
just
are
don't
very
see it.
respectful, even your friends. Like I honestly cannot see them telling their girlfriends that.
Exactly,
They're not
no
those
one's gonna
type of. They're not those type of guys. But I've dated those type of guys,
Yeah, but those guys are not.
and
yeah, no,
they're extremely selfish and assholes. Like they
Yes.
really are. Like any guy that is in the past has commented on what I've worn, or that if I had a pimple on my face, or if didn't like my hair a certain
babe-
length, I was like, I'm done with you.
Okay,
Like,
but hold on a second. You just what you said is complete double standard. Why are they assholes, but you're not? This is but now you're
because our
laughing.
society is not used
Yes,
to that.
thank you.
Fine,
Okay,
I get it.
There you go. But this is why we're doing this
But there's
episode.
one guy who I'm referring to in general,
Okay.
and he was just an asshole deep down from
Fine.
the core.
He's probably more of an asshole in other ways. Your
Yes,
ex,
yes,
or whatever.
yes.
Fine. But my point is, so it's okay for if you to. I don't know how he brought up. Maybe it was his way he brought up a pimple on your face or
Oh,
something.
it was all the time.
Maybe he was
I'm
a
like,
dick. Fine.
I would never bring up a pimple on your face. Most of the times you point it out. I was like, really? You have one? Like, I don't even notice because I don't care.
It's just funny because you said, oh, he was an asshole. Men are jerks. Men are pricks who do that. But you and I've seen
Hey,
other.
it sounds like a double standard.
That's the whole point.
Fine.
And again, I love you to death.
Mm-hmm.
And I just threw this at Tina. She had no clue I was going to bring this up on this episode of the
No,
podcast.
I really didn't.
And I'm bringing it up because, and I've even talked about it on my radio show as well. I'm seeing a few more than usual. I'm noticing the double standards that I never did before, and maybe because we're in a more open society now.
We
the
are.
last couple of years, and I'm going to bring this up. I brought our daughter to dance class 3 weeks ago. I told you what happened. I brought her to the wrong class initially because it was the first time I brought her, and then one of the mothers said when I realized I was in the wrong class, one of the mothers said, "Oh, typical dad."
Yeah, no,
Typical dad.
That's rude.
Shit needs to stop.
That's rude. That
It
needs to stop. Yeah.
And it. I know I sound like he's a little sensitive guy. It's not the point. It's if we're gonna change our mentality towards gays and towards people of color, then let's and we talk about gender all the time. People who are non-binary and people who want to be referred to as they.
Maybe even different religions, different cultures.
Let's have those conversations too about the white straight man who's a father and who gets disrespected in certain ways. And I'm sorry I'm getting all preachy. It's very uncharacteristic.
It is.
Uncharacteristic of me. I usually don't do this, but it's something I've noticed since having kids and since being married and since we're in an open,
society,
world.
open world. Yeah.
And I appreciate where we're going. There's still a lot of bullshit going on in the world, but I appreciate where we're going. I just wish we can be a little bit more aware of certain stereotypes towards like dads and men. That's all. I feel better now. Thank you for listening.
You do?
Yeah.
So you call me out. You call me out on it every time. 5 years, you always call me out on it. It's okay. Feel free to mention anything you don't like on my face or what I'm wearing or my hair.
But babe, hold on a sec. 5.5 years. But I never once crossed my mind. I swear to God. Obviously, sometimes I have a preference. Okay, I like it when your hair's short, but I don't even care. I'm just like, I look at you. I'm like, she's so pretty. You can wake up, not sleep all night. It doesn't matter. You can be with our kids all day. I don't even look at what you're wearing. I don't care.
I know. You're like that.
Care. I've always been like that.
And that's love. So.
I guess so. Yeah. So then what you're saying it's not love for you?
Oh, please.
No, I think I have a reason
it's
for
love.
You. It's because you're more, and it's funny because the night Tina met me, I was wearing a suit that was
double his size, literally, and I still
I lost a ton of weight at the
fell
time.
in love with him, even though I wanted to rip that jacket off of you.
So, like, I think, and it also needs to be mentioned too because you grew up in a you have
my whole family's in fashion.
They're in fashion. They come into you have an aunt who's a seamstress, and it's not. So I get it. For you, you're more.
Maybe I'm a bit more unique.
No, but you're more. You pay attention more.
We pay attention to wardrobe and to hair and to styles, and yes, even though that's not my profession, but I grew up with it.
And I'm so grateful. You've made me a better dresser. You've made me better. And I'm happy when you've told me things and you've helped me and your mother and your family. Trust me, I'm grateful.
And you know what? I've heard men of all ages say that. I can think of a couple of guys that I know, even men in their 50s, who have thanked their women.
Yes.
Whether it's women they were dating or married, who have helped them change their style and taught them how to dress and how to groom and how to, what shoes to wear and what jacket and how to do style combinations and how to coif their hair. So a lot of guys, I think, appreciate it because I think for women, it kind of comes a bit natural, more so than for men.
Fine. I get it. I understand that. And I'm happy we had this conversation and we can end it on that.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
And I love you so much. And
I love you too.
And thank you for having an open conversation.
Yes, and go ahead and grow the beard.
No, I can't now because you're always going to get mad. Okay, anyways, thanks for listening to this episode as always. And make sure you follow and listen to our podcast on all platforms. We're on YouTube as well. And give us a like and a follow. And on Instagram too, at Marriage Fastlane. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.